Every day, we encounter new people. In meetings, interviews, networking events, or even during a casual coffee run. In all these instances, a powerful process takes place in just under 3 seconds. It is the moment when our brain scans the other person's face and makes snap judgments. Are they confident? Are they trustworthy? Are they a threat? Do they seem warm or competent? The science behind this rapid processing is called thin slicing, and facial profiling enhances this by giving us structure and insight into why we form such impressions and what those impressions actually mean. In this episode, we explore how the human brain has been wired over thousands of years to evaluate others quickly for survival. Today, this ancient mechanism is still active, but plays a new role in the professional and social arenas. When we walk into a boardroom, give a pitch, or meet someone on Zoom, we still rely on that quick facial reading to decide how to engage. Through the lens of focus, eye, and the art of facial profiling, we can decode what exactly people see and interpret when they first look at us. Let's start by breaking down what features get noticed in the first 3 seconds. The eyes are the first point of focus. Eye shape, eye openness, and the presence of crow's feet or intensity lines around the eyes convey alertness, energy, and emotional maturity. People with more open, almond-shaped eyes are often seen as more empathetic and trustworthy, while narrow or deep-set eyes are interpreted as more analytical and focused. This doesn't mean one is better than the other, but it does shape the impression people have of you instantly. Next comes the mouth. A natural resting smile or upward tilted lips signal warmth and approachability, while a flat or downward tilt may suggest seriousness or guardedness. In business, a leader with a naturally smiling mouth is often perceived as more inspiring, whereas someone with a more stoic facial expression may be viewed as strategic or data-driven. Understanding your default expression through facial profiling helps you manage how you show up in various contexts. Now consider the eyebrows. High-arched brows indicate openness and receptivity to new ideas. Flat brows often signal methodical, logical thinking. Thick eyebrows can suggest strong opinions and confidence, while thin brows may indicate sensitivity or a reflective personality. In 3 seconds, people notice all this and store it in their subconscious mind as data points that influence how they treat you. The shape of the jawline also plays a major role. A strong, square jaw is often associated with decisiveness, leadership, and high testosterone. A rounded or narrow jaw might be linked to harmony, cooperation, and emotional intelligence. Each of these interpretations feeds into the micro-decisions others make about you without ever realizing it. Facial symmetry is another silent contributor to first impressions. The more balanced your facial features are, the more likely you are to be perceived as attractive or reliable. This doesn't mean you need to chase symmetry. It means that small imbalances can actually make you more unique and memorable. FOQUS AI doesn't seek to label people as good or bad, but rather to highlight these cues for deeper awareness and strategy. Now let's apply this knowledge. Imagine you are going for a high-stakes negotiation. Your goal is to gain trust and project authority. Through facial profiling, you realize your resting expression is too serious and may be misread as cold. You learn to soften your eye contact and smile slightly when speaking. Suddenly, the impression others have of you shifts. You become more influential without changing who you are, just becoming aware of how you appear and adjusting your micro-expressions. In recruitment, managers often make hiring decisions based on their gut feel within the first few moments. With FOQUS AI, we help them replace guesswork with informed observation. Candidates with nurturing traits may not look as aggressive, but may be more suited for roles that require empathy and collaboration. Understanding what first impressions truly reveal and where they may mislead us creates a more objective and inclusive hiring process. Let's also talk about misinterpretations. A person with deep-set eyes might be misjudged as unfriendly when they are simply more introspective. Someone with a broad smile might be underestimated in strategic roles due to their warmth. This is where facial profiling becomes essential, not just for interpreting others, but for understanding how we are perceived and correcting false narratives that may arise from surface-level impressions. Businesses that leverage FOQUS AI don't just get insights, they get an edge. First impressions are no longer left to chance. Leaders are coached on how to manage their face-based presence. Sales professionals are trained to understand how their face impacts rapport. HR teams become more aware of how subconscious biases can influence hiring. All of this leads to a workplace where emotional intelligence is visible, not just internal. In the next chapter of FOQUS AI's journey, we are bringing this knowledge into leadership development programs. Imagine onboarding new leaders not just with technical training, but with a facial audit that helps them understand how to own the room. The goal is not to manipulate, but to master the art of perception. When you know what your face says about you, you can align your body language, your messaging, and your intent for maximum clarity and influence. So, how do you start using this today? Record yourself giving a pitch and observe your facial expressions. Use FOQUS AI to get a deeper report. Practice small adjustments, soften your eyes, lift your chin slightly, relax your jaw. These changes are subtle, but they create a big impact. The goal isn't to fake it, but to amplify the parts of your presence that align with your goals. We believe that in today's hyper-connected world, your face is your first handshake. It tells your story before you speak. It builds or breaks trust. It inspires or intimidates. By using facial profiling, you get the blueprint of your own first impression, and with it, the ability to lead with intentional presence. So next time you walk into a room, remember, you're already communicating. Before you open your mouth, your face has already said 1,000 things. What message do you want to send? With FOQUS AI, you decide.